into closed session to work on the details of actually getting her under contract so that she can join us later this summer. We will then come back into open session and we will take public speaking on that item or any other items that are concerned to the public. And during Dr. Lyle's remarks, I'm sure that she will mention that as soon as Dr. Lyle's is under contract, the board and Dr. Lyle's will be working on a very expansive meet and greet with the members of the community, the public, the city officials, and everyone who will be interested in that. So with that, I would like to, it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Marsha Lyles. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. First of all, I'm going to stand here because the last time I was in Jersey City speaking with the public, I couldn't see you. There are some of you who were in like corners beyond, etc. So I want to make sure that I can see everybody. And so I'm going to turn to the board and turn to you and move around, and that's why I'm standing here like this. So first of all, I'd like to say I am excited, honored, and thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to serve the children and the communities of the Jersey City Public Schools. Now, during the interview process, I shared with members of the board that for me, this is more than a job. It is a calling. It is a mission. It is why I exist. And for this to be my life's work, I must pledge to you to devote my heart, my mind, and my body, meaning I'm going to be wherever I need to be to make this happen for all of our children. Now, this is a meet and greet, but not a meet and greet for us to meet and greet, but this is a meet and greet for me to start to talk to you, for you to see who I am, for you to have an understanding of what I believe, so that I can know that there are ways in which I will be able to communicate with you. And what I thought today, and some people said, oh, are you going to tell us your goals and objectives, or are you going to tell us what the priorities will be? Well, first of all, as you heard, the president, I haven't started working yet. So it would be really presumptuous of me to say to you that this is what I'm going to do, these are my goals and objectives, this is how we're going to turn Jersey City around. That's not quite the way we're going to approach this. But what I will do is share with you what I will be doing in the first 90 days in order that we can indeed lay out a plan and a strategy collaboratively about how we are going to get the outcomes that we must have for our children. I thought that I would start with that to let you know that I realize that in the first months, it will be important for me to listen, for me to learn, and yet at the same time, for me to lead the schools. And I will focus on people, their perspectives, and the possibilities of what we can do together. Now, it will also be important for you to learn about me. It will be important for you to understand what drives me. It will be important for you to understand why I do what I do. And together, we will develop a shared vision of where we need to be. Now, in the coming months, I will be able to articulate what that vision is that we collaboratively have input into. However, I want to prime the pump. I want you to understand what my vision is for any child, anywhere I work. And I've talked to board members, and I've talked to even some community members, and people have sent me emails, somehow got hold of my private email, sent me notes. People even sent me letters in Delaware. So, but I understand that everyone wants student achievement. When I say, what are some priorities? Well, we have to improve our schools. Absolutely. But for me, student achievement, test scores, and all of that, those are but indicators if we are doing the right thing, if we're doing what our core business is. And for me, my vision, and when I think about what we are going to do in Jersey City, I think about what do I envision a Jersey City graduate will know, be able to do, and be like. That's the question. Not what test will they pass. If I get a test in the 11th grade, that's not going to tell me what his future will be like. That's not going to be validation for me that we have done what we needed to do to prepare them to take anything on. And so the opening vision that I'm going to throw in and that we will continue to have input and discussion about, this is what I see that the Jersey City graduate will know and be able to do. First and foremost, I envision that the Jersey City graduate will know how they learn best. Because in this changing world, it's not what you know now, it's what you will be able to continue to learn and do. So you must know what way it is that you learn best. If you learn in front of a computer, if you need to have conversations with people, whatever it is, you will have had the experiences from pre-K through 12 to identify, to utilize, and validate how you learn best. They will also know how to locate the resources. So today when I came in and spoke very briefly, you know, and people will learn about me. I love technology. I love, well, I should say, I love gadgets. I'm a gadget person, and I'm also, and you'll hear this because I know some of you will be over and over at different things, I'm a Trekkie. Okay, I can't help myself. Okay. And I'm sorry we have smartphones, because I love that flipping open my phone and talking into it. But the one thing that I haven't done is I'm not on Facebook. And we had some conversations. Some of us, how many of you are on Facebook? Look at that. Thank you, Scott. And you know what? I will have to be honest with you. I have two sons, and they were like, "Ma, you had a cell phone. I had a cell phone back in 1989 when they were about this big, and you needed a separate, bag to carry it. You love this. How are you not? You love this. You're 21st century. How are you not on Facebook?" Well, I have to confess that at first I wasn't on Facebook because I didn't think I would get any friends. And isn't that kind of embarrassing? And don't you hear people when, I said, how many friends do you have? Well, I'm like 733. Like, really? You know these people? So that was the first thing. But the second thing is, for me, it was just a lot of hard work. Because whatever I do, I want to do totally. And so if I'm supposed to have a profile, if I'm supposed to have information, I want to make sure it's really state of the art. So right now, I'm not on Facebook, so you can't do anything. I can't communicate with you. But our students know that. Our students, when I was in Delaware, I had a Superintendent's Advisory Council, and it was from representatives from all of our middle and high schools. And there were 40 students in the room, and I said, how many of you are on Facebook, as an example? And there was only one young man whose mother would not let him do that. So he and I became close. But the real issue is that those students could tell me anything. So I would have these presentations, and I'd have my smart board. They would say, no, Dr. Lyle, we'll show you how to work it. That's what we have to make sure our students have, those opportunities that they will do that. Now, they will also need to be able to set their goals. We can't feed them what they should be doing. We have to, as we go from pre-K, as we go from grade 5, as we go to grade 11, we have to enable them and empower them so that they will be able to set goals that will get them what they want. They will be able to set goals that are realistic and yet ambitious. But we can't do that if we're going to spoon feed them all the way. We can't do that if we're not going to give them any responsibility for their actions. We can't do that if we don't let them explore and experiment.